Here look at the question number 9. Find the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years in each case. That is, time period is given 3 years. Then principal amount is given 1200, and then rate of interest is given 12% per annum. 12% per annum. Right. What they ask us to find? What is the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years? Please remember, if suppose if you are depositing some amount in a bank or post office, right? So after some years, you will get interest as well as your deposited amount. Am I right? Are you getting here? If suppose if you are depositing some amount in a bank or in post office, after some years, you will get the interest for your deposited amount as well as your deposited amount. Right? So after some years, if they are giving less than your deposited amount, will you buy? Will you get? No, we will not get. Am I right? So if you are investing some amount, we are always expecting some interest for that deposited amount. Are you getting here? At the same time, if suppose if you are taking a loan from a bank, so what you will do? So when we are depositing, they are paying interest for us. So when we are taking loan in a bank, what you have to do? You have to repay the borrowed amount along with the interest. Along with the interest. Are you getting? Right. Now, what is the simple interest formula for us? SA equal to PRT by 100. So first we will calculate how much interest we will get for the invested amount of rupees 1200 for 3 years and 12% per annum. So SI, that means simple interest will be, principal amount is what? 1200. Rate of interest is what? 12 by 12%, 12 by 100. Time period is what? 3 years. Time period is what? 3 years. P means principal, R means rate of interest per annum, T means time period in number of years. Time period in number of years. If it is given in months, you have to convert into year. If it is given in days, you have to convert into year. Are you getting here? Yes. Now, simplify now. 12 into 12, 144 I think so. 144 into 3, 4 3s are 12, 4 3s are 12 plus 1 is 30, remaining one. So, you will get rupees 432 as the interest. 432 as the interest. Am I right? Now the question is, what is the amount? What is the amount you will get for that? So that amount that is equal to our invested amount, that is principal plus rate of interest. Simple interest. That principal is what? 1200 plus 432. This is equal to 1632. This is the amount we will get after 3 years. At the end of 3 years. Am I right? Now, come to the second part now. In the second part, what it is given? The time period is say 3 years. Time period is 3 years. Principal amount is 7500. What is the principal amount? 7500. Rate of interest 5% per annum. Rate of interest is what? 5% per annum. So what is the amount you will get at the end of 3 years? Am I right? Now, so first you find the simple interest for this would be 7500 for 3 years at the rate of interest is 5% per annum. Right. So SA equal to what? PRT by 100. So principal amount is 7500. Rate of interest is 5. Time period is 3 by 100. Am I right here? Yes. So 75 into 5 3 is 15. Now find 75 into 15. 5 is 25. 7 5 is 35. 37. 5 here. 7, 5, 12, 8 plus 3, 11. So you will get rupees 1125. For how many years? 3 years. This is the simple interest. This is the simple interest. Alright. Now, what is the amount? Amount is nothing but your deposited amount, that is the principal amount plus SI. The deposited amount, what is the principal amount? 7,500 plus rupees 1,125. Then it will be rupees 8,625. This is the total amount you will get at the end of the 3 year. At the end of the 3 year. Are you getting here? Yes. So we move to the next question then. Yeah. Look at the question number 10. What rate gives rupees 280 as the interest? What rate it gives rupees 280 as the interest? It is given that rate you have to find, question number 10, rate you have to find, rate of interest. Simple interest is given rupees 280, and then we need one more thing. What is that? Interest on a sum of rupees 56,000 in 2 years. That principal amount is also given. How much? 56,000. And then time period is 2 years. Time period is what? 2 years. Am I right here? So we know that simple interest equal to PRT by 100. What is the simple interest here? 280. What is the principal amount here? 56,000. Rate of interest we don't know that. Time period is given that 2 years by 100. Now simplify now. That is 280 is equal to 560 into 2 into R. Am I right? Now simplify more. That is 560 into 2 into R. That is equal to 280. That is equal to what? 280. Now, so R equal to 280 by 560 into 0, 0 you can cancel. 128 is 28. 228 is 56. So R that is equal to 1 by 4. R equal to how much? 1 by 4. But you have to find in percentage. That's what? 1 by 4. That means what? 0.25. 0.25. 1/4. 1 by 2 means what? 0.5. 1 by 4, 0.25. 3/4, 0.75. So that means, what is the rate of interest? 0.25%. 0.25%. Are you getting here? Yes. Shall we move to the question number 11 now? Shall we move? Yes. Look at the question number 11. Meena gives an interest of rupees 45 for 1 year at 9% per annum. What is the sum she has borrowed? So that is, interest is given, simple interest is rupees 45, and then for 1 year. So the time period will be 1 year. Then rate of interest is what? 9% per annum. So R equal to 9%. You have to find the what is the invested amount. What is the sum she borrowed? What is the sum she borrowed? So she paid rupees 45 as interest for 1 year at a rate of interest is what? 9% per annum. Am I right here? So we know that SI equal to PRT by 100. Simple interest is what? 45. Principal amount we don't know that. Rate of interest is 9. Time period is 1 by 100. So transpose this 100 this side. So 45 into 100, that is equal to 9 into P. So that means 9 into P equal to 4500. So P equal to 4500 by 9. Simplify more. 1 9 is 9. 5 9s are 45. So the principal amount it will be rupees 500. So how much she borrowed? She borrowed rupees 500. She borrowed rupees 500. For this borrowed amount, she paid rupees 45 as interest for 1 year. At the rate of interest is what? 9% per annum. 9% per annum. Are you getting here? So, yes, we completed this exercise. Comparing quantities, we completed this chapter, and then next week we will start the another chapter. I think most probably rational number. Most probably rational number. Are you getting here? Yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.